Hey, what's up guys? So today we're going to do a total body warm-up to prepare us for our workout. This is a very generic warm-up. You can adapt it, you can adjust it, but I'm going to go through the entire body, try to get everything nice and warm. So we're going to start with the palms forward, head reaching from side to side. We really want to try to focus on creating as much space as we can between the ears and the shoulders. So reaching the fingers down while we reach the head up. If you feel one side's tighter, maybe stay for an extra second and then just move through the other side. And every time you go through the tight side, you just give it a little bit of extra love. From here, we'll start to go a couple of big circles in each direction. Good. So from here, we're going to start to warm up the shoulders. So we're going to start by just lifting them halfway up. I aim for about 10 repetitions, but it just depends on the day. On a cold day, you might want to do more. On a warm day, 10 might be sufficient. Your warm-up should be around maybe like 8 to 15 minutes, just depending on what you're warming up and what you have planned for your workout. So the more specific your workout, the more specific your warm-up should be. Right now we're just doing a generic total body workout warm-up that I usually give my classes and my students for just general fitness workouts. So now we're starting to go forward and back, reaching the hands forward, squeezing the shoulder blades back, trying to get everything nice and active, really reaching those fingers away from the body. Good. From here, we're going to move it towards our torso as we start to do some twist, light bend on the knees to protect them. So twists are just really good for the spine in general. So we'll spend around 10 reps on each side is what I usually do. If you feel the need to do a few more, do a few more. But I would say at least 10 on each side. It's better to be really warm than to be just a little cold. Okay? So now I'm going to reach the arm up and over. So try to create space, lengthen as you pull up before you reach across. Alright, so now we're going to get our feet a little bit wide and we're going to reach across toward touching the opposite toe, then we're going all the way up. So now we're starting to integrate the lower body a little bit, starting to get into the hamstrings. Maybe you feel your calves. And again, usually aim for around 10 on each side, but if you feel like you need it a little bit more, do a few more. If you feel that one side's tighter, maybe stay there for 1,000 and then come up versus just touching it and coming up. So my left side is a little tight, so I might spend an extra second every time I go to this left side. So from here, we're going to go ahead and just warm up our extensors before we get on the ground. Really just opening the fingers while we're keeping our knuckles towards us. So getting the extensors nice and strong, especially because our forearms are so overactive from grabbing, it makes these muscles really underdeveloped. So it's good to just have them in your warm-up because you know that you're strengthening them over time and it's on a regular basis. And that's when you're going to feel a difference when you do it on a regular basis. So let's go ahead and shake it out. So now we're going to go to the floor. We're going to go from high plank into a pike or a down dog. So you want to make sure that you're pushing forward, you're not letting your shoulder blades collapse. Number one, you want to press your calves, or I'm sorry, your heels into the ground as much as you can. Make sure those feet are shoulder width apart and even with your hands. Otherwise, you're just going to try to lengthen one area of your calves versus trying to go down the center and trying to get as much of those fibers as possible. Good. From here, we're going to lower down to the ground. Hands by your chest. We're going to start by bringing those shoulders back, head out of the shoulders into an up dog. We're just going to do it momentarily, so we're just going to rep it out. If you're going with the breath, you're inhaling On your way up, exhaling down. Really focus on keeping your head out of the shoulders and not collapsing in. Also, shoulders are rolled as far back as you can. You should feel more of a stretch into your belly rather than collapsing into your back as you're trying to lengthen as much as you can. From here, I'll go into child's pose for just a second. Let that back relax. I'm going to come back to my belly. This time we're going to go for scorpions. So hands out, we're going to reach up and over. So we're not just trying to reach towards the hands, but we're trying to open the distance between the knees. So first opening from the knees and then reaching across. So again, really good for the spine. I recommend including this in your warm-up, even if you adapt this warm-up. I'll try to keep scorpions in there, or if not, just work them into your actual workout. So now we're going to flip around into a seated position. I'm going to do 10 tabletop raises, trying to open the shoulders and the chest. If you have tight shoulders, maybe turn your hands to a 45-degree angle. We're going to inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Don't worry if you can't go all the way to the top, just gradually getting stronger. You might be feeling your shoulders, just try to work through it. Shoulders back. Really pushing from the heels through the glutes and trying to keep your abs tucked at the top. So you're not trying to hyperextend your back. Also, you want to try to keep your head neutral at the top rather than looking forward the entire time. Good. So from here, we're going to go into some bridge raises, pushing off the heels, activating from the glutes. Keep those abs tucked in, especially at the top. You're not trying to hyperextend. I usually go around 15 to 20 just to activate the glutes and warm up that lower body. So it's one thing to stretch it, it's another thing to activate it. Right now we're really trying to focus on squeezing. The harder you squeeze your glutes, the more you should be squeezing those abs. So you can always almost imagine like you're doing a crunch at the top of that bridge. So you get weight coming up from the glutes, down from the abs. Good. From here, start to stretch the lower back. Trying to keep the upper back nice and flat. Trying to get as much of a twist in the hips and lower back as you can. Inhaling up, exhaling across. You can also do this with your leg extended. So you don't necessarily have to keep these bent. You can actively reach with the legs straight if you want. We're just going to each side. Again, twists are really healthy for the spine. So having variations of twist can be extremely important. Good. Alright, so from here, we're just going to do some circles on the ankles. Just get them ready in case we're doing any kind of variations of lunges or squats that have us moving from side to side. We want to make sure those ankles are ready. So I like to do just some big circles in each direction. Just get them nice and warm. Maybe if you went one way, then you go the opposite way. Alright. So, this was our generic warm-up. Again, you can alter this. You can take more time with certain movements. You can add movements to this. Your warm-up should be anywhere between 8 to 15, maybe even 20 minutes. The harder your workout, the better your warm-up should be. So keep that in mind. I hope you enjoy the workout or the warm-up. More workouts coming soon.